Hey guys, welcome back to Western York Weather. Sorry for not posting that much. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do more forecasts or more of a what should we do for our channel is still up in the air. I start trying to get in back of things. We're starting with this. So we have, if you didn't hear, we do have a potentially significant lake effect snowstorm. So we got storm watches from all the way down to Cleveland, all the way up to here in Buffalo. We're in the metro and our surrounding suburbs are under us winter storm watch, and down south Hamburg, Orchard Park, parts of West Seneca, parts of this is Wyoming, this is Caragas, Chautauqua, and parts of Erie County are on lake effect snow warning, and Ontario here is under a lake effect snow warning. That includes Oswego, places near there. Most climatology favored lake effect snowstorms. So all around this area you can see lots of snow, and see a lot of snow over here and over here. So even though if you're not even under this lake effect snow warning or winter storm watch, even if you're in the winter storm watch, you can see this comes out a little with Wyoming County considered under the lake effect snow warning. You could still see feet of snow under this winter storm watch. Yeah, we're talking about feet of snow here. Okay, the winter storm watch is issued for the metro. If you like snow possible, excess of 7 inches will be possible from Saturday morning to late Sunday night. This includes the Bills game, so there could be potentially a big potential for lake effect snow during the Bills game, impacting the 49ers versus the Buffalo Bills. So we have a lake effect snow warning. Multiple feet will be possible throughout the weekend with most persistent lake snows. 1 to 2 inches per hour. Higher rates is possible. This will start at 7 a.m. on Friday. Travel could be difficult and to impossible, impacting the Friday morning and evening commutes. So you don't want to travel Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Even Monday. I think this goes until Monday. Even though it says expires, it starts on Friday. It goes until Monday, 7 p.m. So during that time, we could see some intense lake effect snow. Same thing over here. Multiple feet, 2 inches per hour at times. Very difficult at times, nearly impossible traveling conditions. So this is not great. So if we look here at the Buffalo Weather Office, we can see these warnings and watches. The weather story is talking about there's no travel impacts until Thursday night. Lake effect snow starts around midnight. The snow bands are starting to set up. Lake snows begun to cover roads, reduce visibility. I-90 south of Hamburg, I-86 of west of Olean, and I-81 between Parrish and Watertown, up near off Ontario. Moderate travel impacts. Snow-covered roads at times, including 190 south of Hamburg. These are not set locations, but and I-81 Parrish between Watertown and Parrish. No travel impacts with I-90 between Buffalo and Syracuse. So it's if you can see here, the I-90 goes to Syracuse. It goes this way. But over here we can see impacts. Again, if you're not even in the warning of the lake effect storm warning or the winter storm watch, you can still feel impacts where you are. It's not limiting to that. You might see some rain with this. This is could This could continue into next week. The latest model runs show potentially next Wednesday having a nice banding over Buffalo, the metro of Buffalo, and most of Erie County. Obviously, this is not set in stone, but I think a continuation of this warning, at least for south here, the South Erie, Wyoming, Cattaraugus, and Chautauqua counties here, could see this until next week. Still a really long event. More updates will be coming out as we know more information, but right now most things are showing a more of a southern storm, but I wouldn't rule out some the bands coming as north as like the Buffalo Metro. Obviously, it won't be as intense or as strong as say in Hamburg, or even going as south as Chautauqua, Jamestown. Those areas could see some really intense wake effect, but a more northern pattern. And this is mentioned by multiple people that a low pressure could form in the Great Lakes region from these lake effect storms that could make the bands set up here go more north. And that could be really bad because there's not a lot of coverage in Buffalo as I seen it. I could be wrong, but I don't hear a lot of talk about this storm so far. Looking at hazardous outlook, we got some purples, which is extreme. Snow sea accumulations 18 plus. But if you look here, this is Saturday, Sunday. This is where Buffalo Metro is under this red, significant 7 to 17.9 inches. That's over a foot possible with this red part. Otherwise, there's fog. There's potentially windy conditions. Then Sunday night, you could still see these impacts into central Erie County here. And this will start tapering off. But I think next week we could see another round of lake effect storms. Local winter key messages. This talks about all the warnings are in place. Probabilistic snowfalls for now. This is issued until 7 a.m. Saturday, and this is the expected snowfall. Places like Springville, Dunkirk, Jamestown, around at 15 to 16 inches. In the core of the bands, we could see something like 24 inches, 30 inches possible. As we go more northern, we could see 4 inches until 0. Still persistent like snows. This is not all the snow. High ends amount could reach to that 20 mark inch. Maybe some 24 to 30 here, 4 inches. You could see some accumulations. In my opinion, I think some of these potentially the bands will potentially go more northern than forecasted. That's my thoughts on it so far. There's not a lot of ice accumulation. Winter storm severity index shows impacts in Chautauqua mostly, some portions of Erie and some portions of Cattaraugus. Long range forecasts just show snow, snow, snow. Then the Climate Prediction Center has issued a slight risk scale for next week, and we're looking at more favorable conditions for lake effect, colder than average, and it's still near normal conditions, which is pretty good for lake effect. This shows our potential snowfall rates. We go back here. We don't see that much, but there's portions. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna start more southern, I think it's gonna going more north as time goes. That's my opinion. I think a more northern impact will be felt. We go to Weather Prediction Center here. Yeah, look at they have put the heavy snow potential right on over here. You do have this showing at least minor snowfall impact and how cold it will be. Um, we go to weather predictions, medium hazard. You can see when it loads, heavy snow. So there we go. This includes southern Buffalo here. This goes into the third. Then if we go look the 18 to 14 day outlook, we're gonna have a few hazards here. Slight risk of heavy snow and slight risk of heavy high winds. Look at again the 4th through the 7th. This won't stop. So let's see what this says. Again, period of slight risk of continuing through December 8th. This will be a period of time where we can see intense snows. I can't stress this enough. Tools remaining consistent regarding potential development of the low from the east. Despite potential continuing on, the tools are bullish of possible heavy snow event that could affect western parts of the Mid-Atlantic, northeast U.S. And higher elevations of northern Pennsylvania, southeast of New York. The slight risk of heavy snow has been extended farther east than yesterday to reflect that has changed, but still appears heavy snow will spare most of the East Coast. I think you're gonna get some snow, but it won't be as much as we're gonna have 2 feet in one storm. We're gonna have it over 4 feet over 2 weeks. Still a lot of snow, but it will be more spread out, more elongated. So we zoomed in on composite radar here. Let's see. See that the bands will go more north. See, there's at Monday here. You could see some of the bands going as north of Buffalo. This is gonna look at this band right here. It looks very intense on Wednesday, December 4th. Then we got the low that forms. Then the wake effects will stop. Then we get more snow here. Then that's it for the model run for wake effects. As that cools down, CMC, we're gonna go here. Rain, and it's gonna start snowing. We get some heavy snow in the Pennsylvania corridor here. Then we get some heavier snow. We get some more heavier snow in southern Erie County to northern Erie County. And that band will go as north as Buffalo, and that's going to sit there for a while, and that's producing really heavy snow. As that tapers down south, you can see more snow that tries to go back north, and that's going to get absorbed by that. Then more snow. We got these lows, and just climatology speaking, cooler than normal air, warmer than average lakes. Let's look at the ECMWF. The Euro. We get this storm comes by. There's portions at times where on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, this will go up north enough to. It's just gonna sit there. This Euro just shows snow just piling in southern Erie. weather models are not perfect for sure. Just have your eyes on that. Let's see. Let's go to mesoscale. Let's go to HRRR. Let's see what we can get. It's small run in progress. This goes into 40 hours. Get this load that comes in. This will produce some snow throughout the day. Then wake effect snow doesn't start until later in the day, where other model runs show it starting earlier. Nice and wake effect storms here, and there, but nothing yet in this area. Let's go to actually get a new frame. Actually, it does start. Let's go to NAM. NAM is known to be inaccurate, but I like looking at it for. So this becomes a lot. It's gonna be a range snow mix for some places. So look at that band trying to set up. It's trying. There's a initial push to go north. I think it's gonna go more northern than expected. That's what I have for model runs. This this is more of whatever you want to say, more of information pertaining if you need to go out or whatever. Make sure you have shovel install. This is just for a winter storm in general. Fast light. Make sure you have battery packs to charge your phones. Because power outages are possible. We know this. Candles, food, water. Make sure it doesn't need to be refrigerated. Blankets or warm clothing. I'm guessing if you're in Buffalo, you know this stuff. Prescription medication. Make sure you have those before it gets bad. If you need to travel, make sure you have gas. So make sure you go to the gas stations today or tomorrow. So you might see lines of cars at a gas station today. Make sure you have windshield like scrapers or brushes to brush off snow. Toolkit, make sure you can repair or do whatever you need. Stand or litter, cat litter to make sure you're warm, and make sure you have that. Just be sure it's safe. First aid to make sure you're healthy. Make sure you have a small shovel, food, and warm clothing or something to keep you warm if you get stranded. This is Winter Storm Watches. This is November 27th at 4 a.m. But this will produce lots of snow. This is not set in stone. This is model probabilistics. Models can be wrong. Remember that, guys. Prolonged event of great wake effect snow off of Erie, Ontario. Heavy snow with Watertown area and Erie. It's going to accumulate, may cause some disruption against travel if you're traveling into Buffalo or out of Buffalo. Gusty winds might result in blowing snow, having blizzard-like conditions. There's winter storm watches. There's wake effect storm watches. This is actually outdated. Didn't realize this. Timing and band placement is still uncertain. So this could start tomorrow. This could start Saturday. The bands could be going more northern than expected, or could go more southern than expected. We know that accumulated lake effect snow will shift east off the lakes, and it brings the potential for another round of this. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to get more stuff. I might stream some potential lake effect snow Friday. Thanks for watching. See ya. Goodbye.